Just gonna go right into it.
Yeah.
Nose diving. Faith, you're the organizer here.
Oh my gosh.
Got my
Let's go
notes.
right into it then.
Got my notes.
Well, I got a question. Dylan, did you collect all the chicken nuggets from...
Oh, I have one left
You still haven't gotten that
in
last
the golden one, but yeah, I have one. I got them all though, just one. It's Darla.
Darla?
She has the headphones on. It was kind of like a Beatles character.
I didn't really like all the characters.
I didn't like
They
them all
were
either.
kind of... I don't know. I didn't relate to any of them.
I don't get what they are.
I don't either.
I don't know. Like,
I
the
thought maybe you would
stories.
know.
I haven't looked into it, like Google like backgrounds to every character or who even Kerwin Frost is. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw a picture of a guy and I was like, who is this? Is he the creator of these? Is he a rapper?
I just saw the nuggets and knew I had to have them
What is this?
because I
chicken
have like,
nugget
a
thing
lot of
you
the old
speak of?
ones.
I'm searching it right now, but just regular nuggets came up.
McDonald's came out with adult Happy Meals.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. I thought it was just like all adults rating kids, Happy Meals.
No, it's kind of
For
like
the
that thing
toys.
that came out last year with that other artist.
Travis Scott.
No, not the Travis Scott meal. It was
Oh.
like the was it Travis Scott? It was like the smiley face had double eyes,
Oh, yeah.
and then it
no.
had like they kind
That
of did
wasn't-
that to like every character that they could.
Those were cooler.
Those were.
I liked those.
I have the Hamburglar and the Grimace.
Dylan and I both collect the vintage chicken nuggets. I collect vintage ones now. He collects the new
I just have the ones I had from forever.
Yeah.
I've always had them.
What are harder, the newer ones or the older ones to find?
I think they're both pretty accessible.
Yeah, I mean on
Except for that
eBay.
golden chicken
For
nugget.
the golden one,
That
it's
golden
$70 on eBay.
And can you find that randomly in one of the
It's
Happy
random,
Meals? Yeah.
but it's rare.
Mm.
It's golden.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, guys, we're back at another episode of the podcast. I can't remember which camera I'm looking at. But yeah, we're back here and we have a very special guest today. Do you want to introduce yourself, my man?
My name is Dill with Over the Top Cakes.
All right.
I'm from around here, but I live in Houston now. So
Originally from here?
I'm originally from
Yeah.
from like Mid County, Nederland, Port Neches.
Gotcha. I didn't know that. Yeah, we're just going to dive into some questions, man. I got some notes and they're not really organized, but we're going to just get through them.
Shoot.
Yeah, so we're going to go for our first one. Yeah, well, let's just dive into, give me a little bit of your background. Like, how'd you start into, creating, baking, art background, all that good stuff?
Prison. I learned it all from a big Tony in prison. No.
Jeez.
It's kind of like it was really subliminal.
Yeah.
Like starting off with my dad. He was like the culinary person in the house. So I'd always watch him make my birthday cakes every year. And I kind of got really into like watching him and getting into art. And he taught me how to draw and sculpt and do all that stuff. So by the time I was older in high school, I got into watching those challenge shows, those Food Network competitions.
Yeah.
And, was into that and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to do art. So after high school, I just got right into the work industry and just working in different bakeries and eventually falling in love with cake decorating.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that you don't really hear often, but it's such a beautiful thing that, you get on TV shows and you see it and everybody's so wowed by it. But in this area, especially as an artist myself, it's not something that you see all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty rare. I think that's one thing that I kind of cornered the market a little bit around here with how I do the cakes, but there's I was like, what is that noise?
Hey, can you guys keep it down for a minute?
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Tell a story.
Yeah, this is starting off early. Everybody's still working.
It's cool.
But
I'm just gonna leave now.
Like it never happened. It's like, yeah, thanks for the podcast, man. It was awesome.
Unprofessional people. God.
Yeah.
No, that's my first podcast I've ever been on. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never talked to a mic like this.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. First few times was scary, especially on our first one, man. Like I knew I had to lead because I was the one that did all the research and got all the equipment, and I was like, well, I can't depend on anybody else to lead, and we're all camera shy, even though we're artists, and we could speak, on social media face to face with the phone, but it's different being in front of people, cameras, and all that.
I find more comfort being in front of a camera or like having a mic and
Yeah.
talking on my phone,
Really?
or having to do it alone or something. I
Yeah.
feel like weird doing it alone, like because when I go on TV, like I'm glad I have like a partner or like somebody there.
Yeah.
Because I just couldn't do it
Yeah,
by
when
myself.
once I got everybody comfortable with how we could edit, and these two cameras are switching on and off, from your angle to my angle. So sometimes, if you do something weird or while you're talking, I could switch it over,
Yeah.
in while I'm editing. So, but yeah, so your dad was into art, or how'd
yeah.
that start with
Yeah,
baking?
yeah. So like my dad learned a lot of stuff from his mom, just old school grandma
Yeah.
stuff. And then he graduated in like '82, and he was the only male in his class. I was in like home ec, and back then that was pretty weird
Yeah.
for the man, to be in home ec. So it kind of started there for him, and he just kind of grew into loving culinary and food and stuff like that. But that wasn't like what he did for a living. So
Yeah.
around here, like you said, there's not many jobs
Yeah.
or like an industry for that.
Yeah, when you hear that, man, I think of like people in Market Basket. You know what I mean? Like old ladies doing the 1, 2, 3, get out of here kind of
I did
thing.
it.
You know? Yeah, that's how.
did it.
Yeah, was that one of your first
That
like?
was one of the jobs I had out of high school. Yeah, was
Yeah.
working as a cake decorator. Yeah, at Market Basket. Yeah,
The one right there on.
it was in Nederland, Market Basket, Nederland.
Yeah, I live right by it now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I always see this sweet old lady in there all the time. Never got her
Okay.
name, but she's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, I remember. I think I tattooed you around that time, or
Yeah.
I heard maybe from like following you on social media, you worked at another place like in Port Neches area.
Yeah, I worked at a small bakery in Port Neches.
Yeah.
But then, yes, around that time, I started like posting on social media and kind of like trying to put myself out there on like Facebook and stuff like that. And I saw your work, and I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta get something from this guy.
Yeah, I think that's around the time. Like I was telling them earlier, I was like, I don't know if like, like I gradually followed his career, but like I just remember from like one point to another, I was just like, damn, this dude's doing some cool stuff. And then to what you're doing now, it's like,
Yeah.
can't even compare it. But I remember we talked about it when you worked at that small bakery in Port Neches, and you were like, man, I'm kind of ready to do my own thing. So I kind of heard all these behind the scenes
Yeah.
things that you wanted to do, to watch them all come out, and you're doing them now. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Every cake I feel like every cake that you make, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
guys.
love
yeah.
your cakes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you
I got a
guys.
cake from Dillon. We can
Yeah.
put a picture of it up.
Yeah.
It was my favorite artist, Brandy Milne, and he recreated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried.
It was
not as good as an artist as whatever that person's name you just said, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty fly. So I had to look at a lot of different stuff. It's pretty fly.
Yeah.
But around that time, I hit you up, David, and you already knew who I was, kind of. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty rad.
Yeah. I mean, shit. That's one of the things. Like I said, you don't really hear a lot of people out here doing your form of art, and somebody to do it to. When you see like for example, whenever I was a kid growing up, like our cakes had like this picture looking film over it, and like I said, the 1, 2, 3 in every corner, and get out of here, kid. So whenever you start seeing that art form, it just wows you, because you're like, wow, this is crazy that somebody does this much detail in a cake.
Yeah, I feel like where we're at, there's not a lot of like people trying to pursue that because we don't really get pushed to
Yeah.
think that way around here with our school
Yeah.
systems and stuff like that. A lot of it is very just like they want you to get into graphic designing if you're into art, and that's pretty much like all they want to push on you. And
Yeah.
there's so many options that you don't have to go to college for.
Yeah.
Like it's great to go to college or go to extra trade school, but you can't learn things on your own.
Yeah.
So did you just learn on? So did you go to any kind of trade school or anything? You just
I'm-
figured it out.
No, I'm not classically trained. I would love to be, but
Yeah.
that all costs money, which
Yeah.
we don't always have.
So you just taught yourself.
Yeah, so I
Wow.
just from working experiences and just kind of like gathering certain ways and of how different people do it, because the baker will have their rules, the chef will have their other rules, so you kind of like get a little group in of what they want you to do and what is actually getting done, and you kind of like make it form your own ways of doing recipes or cooking, and that's kind of what I did. I've worked at Great American Cookie, I've worked at Rayo's, I've worked at Market Basket, I've worked at small family bakeries, and now I'm working for myself. So
Wow.
on top of just watching YouTube,
Yeah.
different things like that.
Yeah.
Watching shows.
How was that transition from working, because I feel like everybody has to pay their dues, and kind of learn those steps of, running a business and all that good stuff. And maybe you were already paying attention to people you were working for and how they ran their business. But at what point did you get it to where you were like, man, I'm ready to do my own thing and I think I could do this?
To be honest, like I was really pushed, kind of forcefully to branch out to do my own thing because it was right after COVID, and
snap.
it was the industry was kind of like really slow. I'm sure y'all know.
Yeah.
Everybody. Was,
Nobody's getting together. Nobody, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
so
Nobody's
we had slow business, and then we took the 2 months off for everything.
Yeah.
And then we came back. It was kind of like a slow build up. People still were kind of weird about it, and all having parties, and
Yeah.
so after that, it just kind of wasn't working out for me, and I had to pay bills.
Yeah.
It wasn't working out. I didn't want to. They wanted me to make cake balls and little things. I was like, I'm kind of beyond that now, guys. Yeah. I don't want to sit here it's cool that you don't have it's such that you don't have the clients coming in or the business to afford me anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not doing cake balls. I'm not dipping pretzels. So I'm out of here. Deuces. And it was a pretty bad leave, but
Yeah.
like you said, I learned some things about business watching them. A lot of what not to do. So
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of what I know I don't want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it comes to business, I'm just me. I don't have overhead. I don't have employees.
Yeah.
I never want that. I never want a bakery. I'll never want a storefront.
Really?
Yes.
You never want your own bakery?
No, I have different things in mind, but what I want is just a studio essentially. But I kind of like the idea of it being like the tattoo industry. How they usually the usual setup for a parlor. You just have spaces, kind of like a hairdresser. So I want to be like that. I want to be
That'd be cool.
I want to be for other people to come in. They can do their own thing. They can have their own business. It's
Only cakes or just
not just cakes. They can do whatever they want as long as it falls under the safety rules of
Right.
Working
everything.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, and they can just,
nobody really does that.
and I would just have I'm sorry. They would just have a giant, open place, and they just have their table, their space. They rent it. I'll have bigger industrial equipment. We can all share it and rent.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool because you could attract not only what you do but others as well, and help others kind of start their own route. So when you left the bakery that you were at around COVID area, where'd you go from there? And did you start kind of doing your own private baking or
Pretty much, I just packed up and gathered what I could, and I went home and I bought pots and pans and I bought all the stuff I needed. I had my next order that next week. That same week, I had an order go out.
So you grinded it out.
Yeah.
Back from zero.
I can't waste any time because I didn't have any money.
Yeah.
And then we also had to move because I was under a rent house for the same people that owned the company I just left. So I had to so I was like.
You were under a 360 deal basically.
Yeah. So I was there for a week and a half, and then we found another place and we just moved, and then from there we went to Houston. We thought maybe it'd be better out there, get more names, and then I wanted to be closer to just a more centrally located area for anything big that might go down.
Yeah, we were all pretty much sad when you left. We were like, damn, I don't know if this is never see him again or, that's damn.
Yeah, I had just met you and then you were like, yeah, I'm moving.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but it's only an hour and a half away. It's not that.
Yeah, it's not that far at all.
I'm literally here every week.
Yeah.
I'm
Delivering cakes.
Delivering cakes, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting tattooed.
So now you have to deliver from Houston here. You make it.
Yeah.
How scary is that?
I've gotten used to it. It was pretty. I've learned routes. You gotta learn where to go. But
to avoid all the potholes in Houston and Beaumont.
yeah. Cakes usually make it all the way to the gate here.
Oh.
and then I'm really having to dodge these potholes.
There was a sinkhole in off Gladys. There's a sinkhole.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody fall in there?
No.
Is that
I
why
don't
it's
know.
blocked off?
Yeah, it's been blocked off.
I didn't know why that was.
Yeah.
No, I don't. That's crazy though.
Yeah, y'all's roads suck.
Yeah.
I didn't know how bad it was, so I moved away, and I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
I came back, and I was like, going to Port Arthur sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. Even on the highway, it
I feel
sucks.
so bad.
Yeah.
For those people.
When I lived in Austin, I had a really low car, and you could barely stick your finger in the wheel well to the tire. It was just so the fitment was perfect. And when I brought it down here, when I moved back, the front bumper flew off the first week. I had to replace my wheels like 3 times over like a 1 year span just because they cracked from the roads. Yeah, they were horrible. That's why I went the whole opposite route of building a truck, because I was like, man, I can't do the car thing. Can't afford to replace $1,000 bumper, every month. So yeah, these roads suck. City of Beaumont, get it together.
This is the call.
This is a call, man. Y'all getting put on blast. Do you have any advice for any like young bakers that maybe are doing it as a hobby, would like to take it, to a different level?
I would say definitely just take your food safety handlers course if you don't already
Definitely.
have that. It's needed, just basic information. But I take it every 2 years, and there's always something I always forget.
Yeah.
So it's always nice to get a little refresher
Yeah.
on that. And know your clientele, have a clientele. Don't
Yeah.
just bounce wherever you're at, or if you want to start this from nowhere, make sure you have a good reach for it. Start slow.
Yeah.
It might be kind of slow for a while, but it'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get where you need it to. It's just all a practice.
Yeah, and it's a scary thing, even for for us, when we opened up in 2020, which is around the time that, you said you kind of packed up and started doing your own thing. But it's a scary thing because we didn't know what even COVID was, how, where it's going. And, nobody wanted to spend money at the time. And so it was very scary for us to do the same thing. So I could only imagine, what a younger person or even somebody that's, today is going to take it, to a different level in their career. It could be very scary, to open up.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Yeah.
But I find those kind of moments where you just kind of have to keep pushing, and you can, it's better when you come out the other side, like I did that.
Yeah, it feels so good because you're like, you were stressing about it so much, and once you are past that, you can look back at it now. You're like, man, like, though if you put that same scenario in front of me now, it's nothing. I'm like, yeah, I got to get it done.
Yeah.
It's like paying a bill. Also, so for the people that don't know, you were on a cake show.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, I was on a food art show.
Food
It
art?
wasn't technically all cake. There was cake
Okay.
involved. We didn't have cake involved, which is funny.
It was like Rice Krispies, right?
It was rice cereal. We had a lot of rice cereal involved. Yeah. Fun fact: you can't say Rice Krispie on TV. It's
Oh, because
that's
it's
trademark.
Is it
trademark. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
But it was the name of the show was.
it was Foodtastic, and it is now off the air.
It's not on
It's
any
not on
streaming.
What the
It was on
heck?
Disney.
I got to
Plus.
watch it. I was watching it right away. Yeah.
Right on,
Are we
yeah.
allowed to say Disney? Or?
Yeah. I guess so.
I'm just kidding.
I guess so. D plus.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was on there. It was fun. It was a good little get my foot in the door, kind of see how this whole thing works. Because I've always wanted to be on a cake show.
Yeah.
Ever since growing up, watching the different shows on Food Network.
Yeah.
That was I kind of thought that was the end all be all. That's where you
Yeah.
gotta be. That's the spot. And now
Top tier, yeah.
And now I'm like, what's next?
Yeah.
I did that one. I have another one coming out, but that was
You did another one?
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. I did another one. I
You
can't,
can't talk about
That
it.
NDA, baby. You
can't talk about the
it.
details. I can just say it's coming out next year.
I'm
Cool.
excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if you had signed up for any more.
Yeah, it's coming out next year. Like I said, I can't talk about it. I can't even sign up for anything else
Juicy.
until it's done. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of waiting around for that to come out.
How'd you guys go about being on a show?
Yeah, so for food, what's it called? No,
What's it called? Yeah,
Foodtastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
I mean, even for other shows, I've been called out for Food Network, but nothing ever got said. But they just find me. They just went through my Instagram. They'll usually
Oh.
yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
so what is they have an agency, and that's full of just gophers and rats basically. But kind of they kind of send those people out to go get people and go find the talent, So that's kind of where I came from, and they had someone to reach out to me. They have a couple people that reach out to me, and I was like, well, what do these people want? So I'll answer them, and then you talk to them for a little bit, and you find out if you're interested or not, and you start going through different interview processes. And for Foodtastic, I didn't have any food art. They wanted it to be food art. I was like, well, I have cakes. That's food art. They're like, that's great,
Yeah.
but we want you to incorporate bread, meat, vegetables, cheese, butter, ice.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
whole.
So I was like, oh. I was like, I'll never messed with any of that. So I had to kind of gather a team in 3 days and make something from scratch and figure out, kind of what they wanted to see. And so from there, I got in contact with Maurice Abelman from Beaumont, and then D, of course, because I used to work with D at that small town bakery. And so I kind of knew them, and then we got together and.
So you were the one you were the one that was like I need.
Well, yeah. They reached out to me. I'm prominently like the most food person, or like has content out there.
Yeah, for sure.
For food.
Yeah.
Do you have any bucket list dream shows that you'd love to be on if the opportunity was there?
It would probably be like Halloween Wars. I really like the concept of working with like a pumpkin carver and like sugar artists, things that I don't always do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be kind of cool to work with that. Now, like I've kind of got my foot in the doorway, kind of know a little bit of them. A few of them I kind of met on Foodtastic. They're really cool people. I know. I'm just a food carver.
Do you carve the pumpkins?
I don't.
Oh.
It'd be like the pumpkin carver on the show would carve them.
I've never seen it.
Oh yeah, so like they have like a pumpkin carver, like it's like a team of 3.
Okay.
They have like a pumpkin carver and usually a cake artist or a baker, and then they have like a sugar artist, like a chocolatier, or someone else in that realm as well. But like you probably do a little bit differently than the other person, and like the carver, like the pumpkin carver.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh, that's fun.
Another thing that I wanted to talk about too is that so the tattoo industry, we have very similar requests and stuff, different people like that. Do you have, I want to call them cake Karens, like that kind of restrict you from doing what you want to do? Because I feel like if I was like, hey, Dillon, I want this cake made, I'm just 100% going to let you do whatever you do, you know?
It has been a while, I would say, when I was working for other people. We've had those kind of customers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a really good one without...
Just put them on blast.
Yeah, so I have this one story. God, I hope they don't watch. I really hope they don't watch or anything, or anybody knows. I felt really bad. It wasn't like before. It was definitely like an after I made it already type deal. So I already made this cake, right? And she had come in, and so there was one thing missing off the cake because our edible printer was down, which makes like edible images. Those things you see on cheap cakes a lot.
On cheap cakes?
on cheap cakes.
Oh, okay.
Cakes.
I thought you said cheap cakes. I was like,
Sheet.
that's what I grew up on. Cheap
Sheet
cakes.
And then it didn't have like the Jurassic Park logo, but it had like a Jurassic Park head popping out. I mean,
It's like,
if you
well,
see
you
my
got the
cake,
point.
If you see my cakes, you know what it is. It has like a T-Rex head. There's palm trees. There's a number. Everything's like the gates are open.
Yeah. You
The
get
Jurassic Park on the bottom tier. You get the picture. She called it boring.
straight up.
She called it straight up boring, and then wanted all of her money back because this one little thing wasn't on the cake.
What was the thing?
It was the logo for the Jurassic Park.
Oh.
And you couldn't even really see it in like the design that she had already picked out that I've made before. It was like under the T-Rex head, it's popping through the logo. And
Can we put the picture of the cake up?
it is on my Instagram. I think.
Okay.
We'll
I think
put
I've
it
seen
up.
it before. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, she was becoming very tyrannical. It's a good word for that.
Sounds Jurassic Park-ish.
Yeah, she
It goes
was
to
she
the
was a
feet.
maniac. She was going crazy. We had to call the cops.
Oh.
She was
Whoa.
going off on other
Oh.
customers that were there. She was going off on me. She was going off on the owner.
Dang.
And I was already done by the time she wanted to call it boring. But then, I was trying everything in my ability to I was like, I'll fix it. Like, what can I do? And she
Yeah.
didn't want anything. Like, she didn't want me to do anything. And she was trying to grab the cake. And I was like, hell no. I grab it and I just throw it behind me.
Oh,
I
there's your
just
cake.
throw it at a wall behind me. I'm like, no, you're not grabbing the cake. You're not getting out
Not
of
getting
here.
it
She
for free.
deserved
Free
it,
cake.
and she deserves to be on blast for that too.
Yeah.
Damn,
Well,
that sucks.
Like I said, I felt bad because I just found out. I didn't just after that. I found out that like her daughter had died, and the cake was like for the
okay.
grandson, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But
She's stressed
if you're
out.
gonna act that way,
Yeah.
like, it
Yeah.
shouldn't be about this little thing that's not on the cake.
No,
That's
no,
true.
no, no, no.
It should be about the kid. And,
Yeah.
I wish I would have known that. Like I wouldn't have,
Yeah.
Yeah.
having a bad time. I get it.
Yeah, no, and that's what I was gonna say. A lot of the things too, like I learned this over the years, like with certain people that act out like that. Like I used to take it and be like, no, I have to fix this, or I feel like I'm the problem. And I start, as I got more experience with it, I was like, man, sometimes people are just going through things, and also it's not my responsibility, and it's not fair for me to, to take all this energy. One of my good clients always told me, he said that energy is like a gift, you know? It's like if somebody comes in with bad energy, it's a bad gift. And if you take it and you open it, that's what you're left with. So ever since he told me that, like when people come in or they're having a bad day or whatever, just like, dude, I don't leave you alone, you know? So, or I won't even take your gift. I'll give it right back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure to know. Just not to let the girl in the door. Like, don't you don't come
Yeah.
in. No cake for you.
Yeah.
You can't come in.
Oh,
I'm sure to know
man.
from the get go. But
Fucking
it wasn't
Jurassic
like,
Park logo, man.
Yeah, it wasn't like a big bad experience. I was upset after the fact because I was like, I'm gonna lose my job.
Yeah, yeah.
I just threw a cake at a wall.
And all your hard work too, man. Just kind
I
of.
don't care.
Yeah.
About that. That's the same thing when people say, I don't want to cut it. I'm like, you fucking cut it. I
Yeah.
worked so hard for you to cut
What,
it.
what else are you gonna do? Like put it in the fridge for a few months?
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't bake it if you got to taste it.
Yeah.
So
How do you keep a good balance between like your balance of being creative with the cake and also like the taste of it and all that? How does that go into play? Like how does that work?
well, I wish there was more control I could have over people's like taste buds and what they wanted, or their
Yes.
themes.
Everybody's
And, if I could
different.
make something go like with the theme if they're getting, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But people just want vanilla half the time, so
Yeah.
I'm really good at vanilla cake.
Yeah.
Do you think it's one of those like they don't know what people want, so they just kind of want it to be plain
easier.
for
it's
everybody?
It's a lot easier to get just a simple traditional
Oh, okay.
flavor to
Gotcha.
appease the people at the party.
Yeah, now I understand that.
But
for
I
sure.
wish I had more leeway as to choose what I can put into the cake, because there's a lot more flavors I'd love to mess around with. And it sucks when you go on these shows; they want you to have this experience to work with flavors and all
Yeah.
these things that I just don't get the chance to.
Gotcha.
I have to do it on my own.
I wondered that if you were equally as passionate about like the aesthetic of the cake as the flavor. I wondered if that was like you would prefer one or the other. You didn't care about one or the. I was curious about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty extra, so
Yeah,
I think I kind of care about everything kind of going together.
Yeah.
But I have to turn that off a lot of the times because sometimes people's like budgets aren't really fitting either. I kind of work within those too, because it's just cake. It's something temporary, Like y'all's work lasts forever.
Yeah.
Like mine might last forever in calories, but but eventually it's gonna go in the trash. So.
Yeah. Another question to go along with that one. Like, what do you what certain kind of tools? What tools are essential to you, like for your process?
Man, I'm so poor. I just use whatever's around.
Really?
I tell you, like
Get
I don't
creative?
have like a sick knife or anything.
No, nothing.
Nah.
I was thinking like crazy
No.
tools.
Maybe an
like-
airbrush.
I mean, an airbrush machine, yeah, but mine's just like Airmaster off
Amazon,
Amazon.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to working with broke equipment or
What
something
you
from
got?
working in different bakeries. We're just used to doing
Yeah.
whatever. Like one of my greatest tools is just like a Play-Doh knife.
Wow.
It's just the perfect thing for
Yeah.
fondant. Yeah.
Yep. So you brought us some gifts today, kind of goodies.
Yeah.
Speaking of cakes and
Finally.
Yeah. So can you explain
There's
to
a
us what we
fan
have
blowing
here?
on it.
Yeah, I came up with this at 5 a.m. this morning.
Nice.
Pretty tired. There's I don't know what to call them, but there's just different things. We have like cakes,
Show
just
the
a
camera.
vanilla cake
Yeah.
in the paper, and then you have these roses. Those are actual cake balls. The vanilla cake, and then is just the little circles, yeah. And then there's a chocolate cookie butter for the cake balls, flowers, and then the skull is like just a cherry and vanilla, like a pastry, a chocolate pastry.
All right. Let me get
You
some.
might
plates.
want a fork.
You
Wait,
make
where's
it
your
so
milk?
Oh, yeah, the milk.
Where is the milk?
David went and got milk.
That boy
Wait, we
needs
need a
some
plate.
milk.
That's why you just put this raw
I'm
cake.
just
in my-
ready. I was
I'm like,
just
oh,
Oh
thank
yeah,
you,
there's no
Rachel.
bottom.
No.
Sorry.
It's
I didn't know how y'all want to do it. I was
No,
like,
no.
I don't know. I'm just gonna.
It is.
I'm
just
picking
gonna
on
pick
Rachel,
it up
not
and-
you.
I'm just gonna pick it up and
She's
eat
not
it.
That's what I would do. Yeah.
These look very Rachel-esque.
Yeah, these are really cool. Did
I
you
know.
talk?
I thought you would like those.
Those are really cool.
What a nice touch.
Yeah. The faces are cake.
I also baked at 5 this morning.
Yeah.
And I thought if it turned out good, I was going to bring it. But
Uh-oh.
it tasted good. I made these blueberry biscuits
Oh.
for breakfast.
Face of Baker.
And then when I went to let them cool,
Uh-huh.
they kind of collapsed. So they weren't pretty. They were good, but they weren't pretty.
They collapse. I'm good, brother.
Yeah.
I actually hate cake. So,
What?
What?
Yeah,
Is that a joke?
I don't
We're
eat
gonna
it.
edit that
I
out.
only eat it to try it to make sure it's edible.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big cake fan either.
Exactly. I'm just not. I'm over it. I've been doing it for 12 plus years. I'm done.
I wish I were not a big cake person.
Should we wait for? I'll wait for David.
I don't like them. I mean, it's just normal.
Vanilla.
These are just vanilla. You probably had them. Maybe I don't know if you had them, but
I haven't.
Rachel's had some cakes. Not even just hers. So, I think you've had like some other people's cakes, right? You've been around. like other birthday cakes that like I've made. I'm trying to think. Like I feel like you've been around other people's birthdays that I've made.
I think so.
Does anybody else want
Maybe
milk?
like a wedding or
I'm
something.
okay.
Yeah.
Nobody else want milk?
I want some milk.
Okay.
Like, now
Oh,
I
if
feel-
you have to get a cup, that's.
I'm just gonna drink out of it.
I'm not judging you.
I feel sad now that you brought us cake, and then we're like, and you get to sit
I don't
here.
think
No,
Thank you.
no, eat it. I'm good. I'm good. I had
That just feels kind of
I
bad.
had my McDonald's Happy Meal before I got here. I have this coffee.
I knew that's what you were gonna get too.
I didn't go down here yet to get a box. I want to see if I got like.
Oh, maybe they've got a rare one at a
It
different
did,
McDonald's.
I was like, dang. I already got Princess, whatever this is.
Shots of milk.
Shots.
Diana, do you want a little person?
I'm sure
I feel
there's-
like you would like these
I'm sure there's
too.
plenty.
Yeah, come on.
Come say what's up.
Was a
Yeah.
You want to bite this cake? Yeah. Here. Look. Actually, look. There's extra fork. You can fork it.
Get forked. So I heard you say you don't eat cake.
I don't eat cake.
Bruh.
I don't. I'll try someone's cake if they want me to try it.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not a meanie head.
I'd be intimidated if I was like, "Yo, bro, can you try my cake?" And
Yeah.
I'd be like waiting for like your eyebrows to move and facial
Chances
expression.
are it's probably gonna be better than mine because I just do the bare minimum.
Oh, that's so good.
It's really good.
All right, let's try this thing.
So that's a sponge cake.
That icing is so fluffy.
Oh, good. I put a lot of fluff in it.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So, we had a cake bake-off over the weekend.
Oh, Seth showed me these photos
Oh, he did?
of y'all's, I think, or one of them.
Dang it. Well, I'm going to show you again.
You can show me again.
And then I want
I've
you
already
to-
forgotten about it. Don't.
I want you
shouldn't
to
say
tell me
anything.
which one you think looks the best and which one you think tasted the best.
Okay. Which one looks the best?
Uh-huh.
Is what we're going off of now.
We all baked a 3-layer cake.
Okay. Is that what is this on the side? Is that like
The
like,
green one?
no, the ones like on a stand. It's like
Oh, that was an ice cream cake.
oh
I don't know what flavor it was. I'm pretty sure it was chocolate.
the one that to me the one that looks the best is gonna be this one.
That was mine.
Okay, that one does look the best.
Yeah.
It's very classic and very finished.
Okay. It didn't taste the best. It was dry. We made it
Damn.
from
Damn.
scratch.
How long? You said I baked it too long.
I don't know. It looked
Yeah, I don't know.
perfect, but it was
Did y'all
dry.
get it from scratch?
Yes.
Okay.
I made the icing and everything.
You needed a chainsaw to cut that.
Yeah, that bad?
It was bad. I mean, it wasn't
I'm
terrible. But
wondering, it could have either been you mixed it too long or you baked it
maybe
too long.
I think we mixed it
You
too
shouldn't
long.
mix it like hardly at all.
Okay. I think that's
a
what we
key,
did.
Key thing, yeah.
The one that tasted the best was the one in the middle with that Christmas tree on top.
Ah,
It was good.
what did it taste like?
Those Christmas trees.
Oh, did they put that like in the cake?
Yeah, they put it in it.
Okay, go then.
It was good.
Well, I was just sitting here eating this, and I'm thinking, well, we're eating it, and then Dylan's not. He's
That's
just
what I
staring
just
at
said.
He
us.
already said he didn't
What'd you
want
put
it.
in these, bro? We're just gonna drop dead in a minute.
Oh.
No, you wouldn't drop dead. You might reach cloud 9. Or something.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thought twist. We're all
No,
smoked.
No, I would never poison somebody.
What's this?
That's a cherry pastry, chocolate pastry. There's a cherry and cake inside.
What?
Yeah, I know you like cherry, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Based on the only other cake I've made for you.
Let's crack it open.
Yeah, I like making cakes for people, so if y'all like cakes, let me know.
That seems so
y'all
thoughtful.
cake.
It's like everything. You're like, Rachel.
Oh,
like
that
that.
was-
Like
Well, I don't
cherry.
know.
I'm
I don't
like,
know. I don't
wow.
know you. I don't
Well,
know what you like. I
no,
would've-
that's really thoughtful that you
I
remembered
mean,
all that stuff. about
Yeah,
it. Wow.
yeah. And then David, like, I don't know really what he likes. I don't think he's very picky.
I'm not, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much in the middle of everything.
That was the most satisfying thing. Whenever I watch
I wish I could record
ASMR,
that right now.
It's only people biting into chocolate. I can't get it.
Look at the attention to detail. There's like red inside of it.
Wow.
That's the cherry.
Yeah, like you smashing somebody's just skull in and.
Yeah, I had to
skull.
make some cherry pie.
Oh, even the
Rachel,
little
you've never
cheeks
cracked a
are
skull
red.
before, have you?
I've
You gotta
cracked-
punch it.
You don't know me.
I'm having a lot of fun watching you cut those.
It is like you said, an SMR thing.
Last night I had a dream that it was an apocalypse and zebras with big teeth were coming through my window. And I had a hacksaw and I was fucking them up.
Whoa. What zebras do to you?
They were possessed.
How big were their teeth?
They were just like,
Rachel, I feel
Yeah.
like at this
Oh, wow.
I feel like at this point you need to grab it by the jaw and just
I
take
think
a
I got
bite
it.
out of
I
it.
think I got it. It's like connected.
I didn't know what kind of hardware y'all were working with.
You make
have,
it,
like-
yeah.
Plastic. Disposable.
It is literally the same thing you just had with cherry on top, so it's nothing special.
Oh, drop the
I
skull.
was trying to make something really pretty to look on a tray.
I'm trying to holler.
together.
Well, well, never mind.
Oh, did you take a picture of it before we cut it up?
I
Or
showed
you
the
just-
camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get a photo either.
Oh, fuck.
I delivered a cake right before I got here, so I was like working on that one too. Yeah,
What kind of cake was it?
it was a Care Bear smash cake.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to bring it to.
Oh, for a baby?
Yeah, for a baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
It took me on my wild.
Yeah, I don't know
smash
why. I don't know why
cake.
they give their babies cakes. That feels wrong to me, but
To give a baby a cake?
I mean, it feels wrong.
I gotta take my bath right after that.
I mean, there's just so much sugar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about
I
that.
mean, they probably will get like one little bite, but still.
They're gonna regret it later on that night. Kids all wired up doing backflips on the couch.
Yeah.
I have two children, and my first child, when we did her birthday, and I gave her like a smash cake, and I let her take a bite, and I was like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah.
My second kid, I'm like, eat the whole cake.
I mean,
I don't care.
The
It's
cakes are like
fine.
as big as them.
Yeah,
I'm like, how
yeah.
are y'all gonna like? They'll just smash it and eat it up. That's crazy.
Damn. Well, I haven't gotten a cake done by you, but because I'm always last minute with everything,
Yeah.
and that's the reason why I haven't. But
Well-
every time I see you, I'm like, man, I want. But I got something coming up this
Well,
year.
Katie
that I
needs
need
to order you one, my guy.
I know. Yeah. So March is coming up, Katie. If you want to grab me a cake,
Yeah.
that'd
Katie,
be awesome. I like. I don't know what I like.
I know, like, what would you get? It's probably be like a truck or some shit.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. I was
And
just
like, I hate making trucks. That's the one thing I hate
Really?
making.
Oh, we were going to ask you if there was something that you
yeah,
didn't
I
like to make.
hate making cars and trucks.
all the like.
Unless it's like a cartoony or like something like I can like something iconic I'm into. Like if it's just like I want my Ferrari made because I drive a Ferrari and I'm like, oh, all right. I'm just not into it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
I would
not
never
into
want
it.
to tattoo a truck or any vehicle at all.
It'd be so perfect.
I don't
you
like-
know, or to
yeah.
look like that, or if they're a little bit off, they don't look like that same model.
Yeah.
you know, it's like that's the whole reason that guy has that truck or that thing is it's that one.
I don't know what I would get done, man.
It would be a truck and shoes. I don't like shoes. I don't like doing
Yeah.
shoes.
I would like an exotic flavor, like dragon fruit or something.
I saw.
can do it.
We watched and we got super obsessed with this show called "Is It Cake or Is It Fake" or something like
Yeah,
that.
is it cake? Is
Yeah,
it fake?
is it cake or is it fake?
Bitch, is this cake?
No, it's not.
No, this
Oh, it's cake.
Yeah, so we got deep into that, and you were talking about shoes, and there was one that was it was
The Doc Martin.
yes,
Yeah.
but there was one that was like super busted. It looked I don't know, it looked like Santa's shoe. It was horrible. I was like, that one's not it. It was horrible. So I can only imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got called to do that show too. But I was busy.
What?
I was busy. I was busy with another show.
Yeah.
Both seasons.
Really?
They were asking me, but
Fuck, you would have killed it.
They'll probably do another season.
I don't think I would have killed it.
No,
It's
No?
really hard. They want you to do like 12 different recipes. Like I don't even have 12 different recipes.
Oh, shit.
Like
Yeah.
I would just sit there and make up stuff on the fly. Like I'd be so horrible at it. And then like, I have to make things like super realistic. That's not really my thing.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can make it pretty realistic.
Yeah, like add your own flavor
And then like
to it.
I don't know how far away are they? They're like 20 feet away or
Yeah,
something.
that's
Like,
only like
that's wild. That's pretty far.
yeah.
I don't know how they're even. I don't know how they could tell at all. But no, I do love watching those shows. Yeah, the girl that won last season is from Dallas.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but she was killing it.
I can't think of her name.
She was
She goes
blonde.
by the London Baker. I think she is from London.
She has like a slight accent too.
Yeah, she's a brunette. She's cool. She did like the Doc Martin, and then she did like this old canteen like water jug thing.
Yeah.
They're insane.
Yeah. They had a bunch of them. I think my least favorite one was like a printer. They did one of a printer,
Oh, I
and
remember,
yeah, they like, kind of made the rest of them look all janky and rugged. But I was like,
yeah.
that's kind of the point of, I don't know.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
finding loopholes though. People are
Yeah,
smart.
I started seeing that this season started like painting and mucking up the actual items
yes.
to look like they've been
Yeah.
codified.
Oh, yeah.
It's smart, but yeah, I'm just kind of like,
No, then I couldn't even start to tell. Like I can't.
Yeah, that's when I
don't
started
know what's
losing it.
real anymore.
Yeah, that's when I started losing it too.
Yeah, no, I do like that show, and now that's a whole trend online now. There's just
Yeah.
people that specifically do that type of stuff.
Yeah. With shows are like there's a minute there where like Ink Master for like the tattooers in the industry, it was like a gimmick. There's a time where I watched the very first one because my old boss from Austin and one of like the people that inspired me to going from graffiti to tattoo, that it was possible. And he was on that show, so I watched the first one. After he got booted, I really didn't care, and then I didn't watch like the next 5 seasons of it just because of that, and everybody was saying that it was rigged, and so do you feel the same way about the shows?
That's a good question. Well, so I've done 2. One was a better experience than the other. So the one on Disney, it wasn't a food show, but I do feel like there was some wordplay involved to how you kind of go about your build, and what they kind of expect and what you do, and then it's just kind of like what we were told we had to have, like, as an example, we had to have life size characters, right? And so we're making like 6 feet, almost 7 feet tall because of like all the extra ligaments or like pieces of this character that are taller than that.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is making like 24-inch characters. And I
Yeah.
was like, what happened? Why were we told to make these giant people? And
Right.
so it's kind of like some things like that I found kind of fishy. But like other than that, like I don't think there's anything that's really rigged about it. I definitely think like it does come down to just like who had the best show, who
Yeah.
had the best.
And the judges too, right? Because like a judge has different likings. It's not just
I don't even think it's not even if
not
they're
even that.
judges. I think the judges are there just for show.
Yeah.
They have because they kind
Gotcha.
of go through good stuff, bad stuff, and then
Yeah.
they cut a lot of things and piece it together at the end to where it'll look like whatever the executives pick or whatever like that. Not that the team that won didn't deserve it; they definitely
Yeah.
deserved it.
yeah.
But I kind of knew they were gonna win. Like as soon as we got there,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, these people are veterans. Like they've been doing this. They've already been on like 7 or 8 shows. And I saw their sketches. I was like, oh yeah, they know what
got
they're
it.
doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We don't know shit. We're here just like tacking lettuces to Rice Krispies, trying to get away with something.
Don't talk. And I'm like, oh, do we look like dead weight in these videos?
No, no.
Probably.
what are we
No,
doing?
probably.
You feel like the Stevie of the group.
Yes.
You ever watch
Yeah.
Is
Mythical
that the
Morning?
one you talked about? That no. That's
Good,
different.
Good Mythical Morning. You
Or
ever-
from Joe Rogan. What's the other guy?
I don't watch a lot of Joe Rogan. I watch like the reels, but I don't think I've sat down and watched the
Jamie.
whole thing. Oh,
That's who I was. Anyway,
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
your person?
yeah, Stevie from Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link. You ever watch that show? I watch it every morning. It's a good
Okay.
show. It's like a kind of a wholesome-y type
okay.
comedy.
Nice.
They also get a little naughty.
Okay. Wholesome and naughty.
But
All
they
right.
have like a person behind the camera, and she kind of calls out to like the next topic
Okay.
or the next like what they're doing. They eat a lot. That's pretty much what they're doing. They just try a bunch of made up recipes and
Yeah.
they eat a lot of things. And, you should watch it.
I'll check it out. That
There's a
sounds
whole
good.
bunch of them.
I've watched it.
They're like one of the biggest YouTubers.
I
Bite it.
remember
No,
them
bite
in high
it.
school.
Yeah, just bite it. Or
And into
I
the
would-
microphone.
I would rip those.
Bite it in the microphone.
cannot.
It's my favorite noise.
Do it.
It wasn't as
God.
crunchy as I thought it was gonna
No,
be.
I like this. I
wasn't
like the
supposed to-
noise that made.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be.
That
crunchy.
sounded bad. I was like, oh, I don't
Oh,
like
I-
that. No,
I'm
I don't
gonna
like
edit
the
that like TV shows and just be like, yeah. So what do you think about those cake work? And she's like, "Ugh."
Ugh. Oh God, I don't like it.
yeah, who's this guy? Yeah, that I thought it was pretty funny. You know, I was
so good.
telling her who you were and stuff like that, and I was just kind of like, oh yeah, just do it, you know.
I'm a nobody.
But when now that you're explaining all, she's just kind of like, oh, I'm next to a celebrity.
Oh,
Just
is that
got
how
a
you
little
feel?
nervous.
Yeah, I feel nervous.
Nah,
Her profile picture on Facebook is gonna be y'all two just cropped.
no, I'm not a celebrity. I just kind of like did one thing.
Two,
You
a
know,
secret.
A secret number one. Another
Yeah,
two.
have you?
I cannot wait. By the way, it's gonna be.
Oh, I can't wait to
Epic.
see that.
When we're
man.
off camera,
gonna
can
be
you tell
epic.
us
Yeah.
the secret?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hell yeah, we're gonna turn the cameras back on after that. Be like, yo, we got the
There's
inside.
secret.
yeah,
That'll just blow me.
yeah,
up.
yeah. No.
Getting sued next week.
Now, would you consider yourself like a pioneer out here for like the cake world, or like you know?
Well, if there is anybody that's followed after me, I guess so. But I'm not the first. I mean, there's
Yeah.
other bakers, people have been out here. I would say, as far as an individual, maybe I'm sort of leading the
Yeah.
curve, but I don't.
I would
wa- don't-
agree.
I don't want to lead nobody.
Yeah, no,
I
you
might
don't.
get
You
away.
yeah, you don't want to sound like, oh, if it wasn't for me, you know. But definitely, do
Yeah.
you feel like you've kind of left a footprint here, and also continue to inspire others? Like, have you recognized that there's
Yeah.
like young bakers coming out and to
Yeah,
in the
I
area?
hope I have inspired people.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I would even put anything on the internet.
Definitely.
Is to inspire, and because if I can do it, I mean, literally anybody can do it. I say it all the time. Like I am so dumb.
Same,
Me too.
same, man.
I am
Same.
such an idiot.
Same.
Like I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. Like I just say
Yeah.
I get really lucky. Okay, let's just say that. Like sure, I have my own knowledge about it, but like it's like I said, if I was classically trained, like I'd be like way above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be happy though?
I would be happy. I
Yeah.
don't think. I don't know. I don't want to get yelled at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Gordon Ramsay.
I'm a Cancer. I can't take that.
Gotcha.
Sensitive.
Very
Gotcha.
sensitive. I'm gonna dish it back at you.
Holding grudge.
So, yeah. So like, yeah, I don't know if I could handle it. Like kind of like boot camp in a way. Like I don't know if I could do all that. Like just,
I think you could do it.
I hope. I hope I could. Maybe one day I'll get the chance if I'll win like something that's. to do
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
maybe one day you'll win a TV show that gives you a
Yeah, I'm never gonna pay for it though. It's just not gonna happen.
yeah.
It's just not.
With
Oh.
go ahead.
Speaking of TV shows, somebody in this room signed up for Ink Master,
I know. I heard.
and they got a call.
You
back.
heard?
Oh, okay,
You heard and I didn't hear?
How did you hear?
Wait. Oh, for you, was it you?
No, it wasn't me.
It was David.
Yeah.
Yeah. Recently, like a
Well, I
Recently, he
was
did.
before, and they reached out in 2017, I believe it
Oh, okay.
was. But I didn't go through it with it at the time. I don't think I was ready, like mentally. I wasn't not there.
Are you now? Like, do you want to now?
Well, I do feel like in my art, it's completely solid, in every style. Even if it's not, I know that I'll nosedive into it real quick, do some massive research like everything else. But yeah, Rachel kept pushing it after the new season came out. And I agree. I mean, there's a few things that on there that I'm just like, man, I could have killed this challenge. I could have killed this. And, compared to the people that are on there now, of course, they're great artists. But I feel like, me being well-rounded, I do have an advantage,
Yeah.
But yeah, Rachel kept on pushing it, and so
Yeah,
I
it did.
signed up, and I just kind of did it, just kind of like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna do it. But they reached back out, and they were like, yeah, cool, we're gonna go
Yeah.
through with this. We did the first interview out of 3, so the next one, it's where we go into.
We're trying not to get our hopes up.
I won't. I won't get my
I
hopes up.
have my hopes up.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when other people have their hopes
Faith
up.
does
You got
too.
my hopes
You're
up.
just,
I've
like,
got a
chilling,
concept
trying to,
plan
like-
we just
Yeah.
came up with out there. We're ready to go.
Yeah, it's really hard not to get your hopes up.
Yeah.
When I was going through things for Food Network, I was like posting like after every time I heard something, I was like, oh, I just talked to Food Network
Yeah.
people, guys.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
happening, and they're like, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I was like, oh, I guess I'm not gonna go on Food Network, but no, dude, congrats. I was gonna. Was it off the air for a while? Was it just like not?
I
feel
don't
like
know.
I feel like I
don't
didn't
know
hear
either.
about it, and then like it kind of came back.
Yeah, they got new judges now.
Okay.
Maybe something happened. I don't know.
Is that like y'all's like peak TV like thing?
I think it definitely definitely there was like the LA Ink and the Miami Ink and all
But
that.
those
that
are
opened the
those
door.
are like competition. Those are like
Yeah, that was
that's
like
reality.
Yeah, that was like reality. Yeah. They opened up the doors, and then Ink Master, competitions. Yeah, they took it to a different level with that, and kind of put a little bit of drama in there, like they all
Right.
TV do. They just keep you engaged.
I miss the era of TV competitions where everyone would go like live in a house.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to go live in a house with 12 different strangers.
Oh, you want to be in it. In the
or
house.
Whatever.
fucking.
Yeah.
She was on Jersey Shore.
I was not.
I was like, what?
I used to live in New Jersey, and everybody in Texas likes to think that
I love Jersey Shore.
I'm
I
a
love
Guido.
Jersey Shore
Oh yeah, that
too.
shit was crazy.
So
we
good.
still watch it. I
Yeah.
still watch
I do too. No,
the
I love Jersey
family
Shore.
vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all
High
caught
quality.
up.
You're caught up. I'm
all
not
caught
on the
up.
newest season, but I've watched.
I haven't
through.
watched the one that's like out on TV. It's come out on streaming for me to watch. It.
Yeah.
I don't have the one that's like out right now. But
Who's your favorite character? Well,
go-
they're not.
it's-
They're people, but
It's gonna be like Polly D.
Polly's-
and like Vinny, like
Yeah.
the combination of them.
Yeah.
it's
I like
funny.
Vinny. He was like real calm, chill.
Yeah,
he's kind of cocky now, though.
Yeah.
he's always.
I think he's like the better looking one out of the
How
crowd
can you
now.
tell they're all cocky? How can you tell? They're really all cocky.
I like Snooki
Yeah,
and
Snooki's
Polly,
my favorite.
Really?
She's the best. She's just like crazy.
Yeah.
And tiny and.
and she gets
so
drunk
funny.
all. Yeah, I like her.
Yeah.
But like Ink Masters is like y'all's like thing that y'all like, kind of like check off bucket
I
list,
mean,
like Faith
I-
was saying.
I don't think I could ever go on it, but I think David would do really well.
Would you do a reality show here?
Like with the people that work here.
Yeah.
I would, yeah. The thing would just be getting everybody used to.
I think
the
it would be kind
cameras.
of boring.
I don't think it'd be boring if they got like the other tattoo places around here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Like
I
instead
think
of
there'd be
Miami
some,
Ink, like
some
409.
drama a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't really have that drama, We
Yeah.
kind of
We'd
talk,
have
good.
to
talk
create
about it. Well,
some
Good.
type of drama.
yeah, we would have to fake
that's
drama.
what,
like,
that's what the
telling Faith-
Kardashians do all the time.
yeah.
Yeah. Faith
Yeah.
would be like, go to the writing room and write us up some
Yeah,
drama.
Stir it up. Yeah.
Rachel come out of the back like, "Who did this, David? Was it you?"
Who pissed on the toilet seat?
Oh,
Yeah,
not me.
yeah,
Yo,
it could be
not
something-
me.
It could be something totally simple like that. Yeah, I mean, you
shit on the
could.
ground.
You could do it on YouTube.
Yeah, no, I've thought about it. I've thought about it before.
I've never
I
thought
thought
about that.
it'd be cool to do. And then, like I said, then you end up getting picked up by an actual, network, and they want to do a whole
Yeah.
show on you.
TLC.
Yeah, yeah,
That's sick.
yeah. It would be cool. And I think that's the thing that I don't, getting used to the cameras and stuff. Also, it's one thing that never really liked growing up. Very nervous, very shy. But I like it now because it's almost like a challenge to me. Like the things that I'm fearful of, I want to take on, head on, not run away from them.
Man, if you go on Ink Masters, you're gonna have like 2 just on you and like 20 others in the room.
Shit. That's one thing that it would be kind of.
Yeah, that
There's-
would be nerve
There's like 20 cameras on set. That's in addition with like ones that are just sitting around, like
Yeah.
hidden, like in the walls and stuff. There's like some that are like on like a string that go around. It's crazy. You can't really be nervous with the cameras. That's how I kind of deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, I also I started doing tattoo conventions since I was, right at 18 actually. So, having people like over me, I don't think it would be a problem. But yeah, once you have a lot of pressure on you, it definitely would be something, different.
You feel it, but then like you also like you don't have time.
Yeah.
Like to fucking.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
stress.
get on
You
it.
have to do something.
Yeah, you gotta perform.
This so like this last one, people always ask me like, are the time challenges like, are they pretty real? Like, are they exactly how they are? And this last one I did was very strenuous because
Yeah.
they were trying to be exact as what they do on TV.
Yeah.
For like Foodtastic, we had probably about 5 to 6 extra hours in there, just based off of people having to leave and do interviews, or
Right.
they just had like camera problems or whatever. So there's a little more leniency there, but this last one it was really hard.
Yeah.
They were like 6 hours.
Since we were talking about different things, also like kind of streaming off of this with the cameras and stuff, I wanted to do something. You remember Dirty Jobs, the guy,
Yeah.
Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs? Well, I kind of wanted to do something with the locals to where I would go and do what they do. Like I wanted to do it with my barber, and I talked to him about it. So like just find somebody to let me cut their hair. and just see, you know, how hard it really is. Because I mean, everybody looks at things and they're like, oh, I think I could do that.
Yeah.
You know, like tattooing, a lot of people are like, I think I could do that. And they come in here and they're like, damn, this shit's actually really hard.
I think I can do that.
Yeah, so I don't think I could do a cake. So maybe airbrushing. I have, you know, experience with
Yeah.
airbrushing. So, but no, creating that, dude, I can't even do a pumpkin. It's crazy.
Can't carve a pumpkin?
No.
Like,
No.
like a normal jack-o'-lantern face?
I mean,
or
like
just-
a triangles, yes, but I tried to do it one time with like a Dremel and all these tools.
Yeah.
They look like garbage.
You just need some clay sculpting tools.
Sculpting, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really want to do, some sculpting.
Okay.
be
It's
cool.
easy. I can show you some stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things like that. And I don't even know other like cooking jobs or like taking orders and stuff like that. I don't any other business locally that does that.
Would
That'd
love
be
to
cool.
show you how to make a cake.
Yeah.
We could totally get
Yeah.
together on that one.
But you can't like you can't
we can
babysit me though.
record
You
it.
gotta like just tell me how to, you know, this is what I do and let me do it and see how it turns
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Kind of like baking. I don't
Can't
know.
fix me. Yeah, you can't fix my mistakes. Dude.
Yeah.
You just gonna let me run.
Let
Yeah.
us know in the comments if you want to see
Yeah.
Dylan teach David how to
David make
bake
a
a
cake.
cake.
Or should we just have like a massive class where you know
Oh,
people
ma-
try to
oh.
do that?
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah, we just gotta get a stove
We
in
can
here.
do
How does that
that.
work?
I can just bake them and bring them.
Okay. So we just decorate it
Yeah.
basically.
Oh,
All right,
okay,
all right.
okay.
Yeah, I'll just pre-bake them and bring them in here.
I'd still be scared I mess it up.
No.
I'm still be scared. With the new year approaching, any new goals or anything that you're kind of
And right now, times are hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like rent is crazy, groceries are nuts.
Yeah,
So I'm having to raise my prices. I think again.
yeah.
we're feeling it too.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. So like, I'm just kind of trying to survive right now. That's
Yeah.
The biggest goal is just to get caught up.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything big. Just waiting on this thing to come out. I can't
Yeah.
really do anything until then with anything else.
Yeah, until
So just sort of give me your orders. I want to make something really big.
yeah.
You know, I want to make some badass cakes.
So I saw the you know the thing you were sharing on Facebook, the greatest baker. What is that about?
Just an online competition. You can go and vote. I have links posted all over my Facebook and Instagram. Just find me.
What
And,
cakes are up there like that you did?
on the website?
Yeah, does it like have a portfolio
Yeah,
or
so you
something?
it'll send you like my little profile on there. They're all at the bottom. I just put a bunch of like recent ones and some good ones over the past.
Oh, that one's cool. The
Yeah, that's the first one.
what is that guy's name?
So it's one day left until the top 5 or something like that are chosen from the groups, and it lasts till February. It's a long time, but it lasts till February. They just kind of choose. I think it's the same way as like the magazines, like the ink magazines that they do.
Yeah.
Same kind of like
Yeah.
system.
Oh, like it builds up and then
It's
you
a
got
group
this
thing,
tier and then
and then
yeah.
then it goes. To the
Gotcha.
final.
Yeah, gotcha. So we've had the cake. You brought us some treats and all that. Now we kind of got to know you a little bit better,
I hope so.
and everybody else watching as well. Now, how can we get a hold of you?
Smoke signals. Build a campfire, and
He just shows up.
it's 3, then 2, and then a long one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. If you want to place an order, you have to go to my website, www.overthetopcakes.com. There'll be a request a quote. It's kind of the same way people do tattoos. It's a little form you fill out,
Yeah.
and it sends me an email, and then I try to get back to you within 1 day or 5 weeks.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. Now that you said certain things, and like you said, not that you're too big for it, but there's certain things that you won't do,
Yeah.
or
so
that you're
it's-
not really interested in.
If you order something and I don't want to do it, then maybe we gotta figure out a different way so it appeases both of us. Like,
Okay.
So like, there's little cakes like frozen. Let's just
Yeah.
say that frozen cakes. Just a simple 2-tier cake with snowflakes and a little Elsa on top. I'm not gonna do it.
Gotcha.
We gotta do something different. We gotta mix it up because I've done those 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably like how y'all probably wouldn't want to do just an infinity logo or
Exactly.
you know, or just a little butterfly or something.
Yeah,
Like it's kind of the same. You guys kind of mix it up because in the core of all this, I'm an artist,
Definitely.
and mentally I need stimulation. From
Yeah.
this as
For
well.
sure. This ain't no market basket, baby.
Yeah,
You're talking
it's
to
no
here.
market, but also like you're paying along. I'm still gonna charge you. You know,
Yeah.
you want the small cake, that's fine. Maybe
Yeah.
it is okay. Maybe I do need that order though. But you're still gonna pay my bottom price is 150.
Yeah.
You know, is where it starts off. So you're still gonna pay that.
You do per piece or hourly, or how does that work?
You know, it is mostly per piece.
Yeah.
Because charging by the hour, I find that I am expensive, and no one wants to pay that.
Yeah.
If I charge by the hour, I would probably, you know, if people out there who know my prices or get them all the time, you would normally be paying triple to quadruple. What I
Yeah,
charge,
what it would
just
be, yeah.
because,
Yeah.
you know. But there's no way I can't charge those amounts. you
Yeah.
know.
Is there people that do charge those amounts?
I do know who to charge those amounts to.
Yeah.
No, I know who to charge.
Like the mechanics, you're like,
Yeah.
you got some Gucci shoes on.
Oh,
$3,000.
McDonald's. Oh yeah, okay. I can make
Yeah.
$1,000 will be
Oh
fine.
yeah, yeah.
So
You
it's
ever
like-
plan on doing something like big like that for like a company or, corporation
Yeah,
that
like-
huge?
I mean, yeah, I've done some stuff for McDonald's.
No shit.
Yeah, some of their grand openings. I got in touch with the owner of some of them out there. I cannot remember his name. He used to be on the Houston Texans, and now he owns quite a few McDonald's out in Houston. So I got in touch with him through somebody, and somebody let me know, and I did some for his grand openings that he's had, and that's probably about the biggest orders I've had besides like weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did some designing for Chevron here in Beaumont.
Okay.
And they wanted, of course, kind of the same request. Big companies, they're not really that creative. They're just like, oh, we just want like a plain logo of a guy climbing a tower, like silhouette. How much you think? And I was just like, bro, it's going to take me like 5 minutes to piece together. And that's it. Just put your company name on it. I was like, yeah, $300 per design.
Like a graphic?
Yeah,
like-
just
okay.
simple. It really took me about 5 minutes.
We shouldn't be telling all these secrets.
I mean, come on. I did two.
That's why they're watching.
Yeah.
Everyone's watching.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did two of them for them, and in like 15 minutes, I made $600.
Yeah.
And I mean, to them, $600 ain't nothing. They make millions
Yeah,
a day,
it's not their money.
But they were like, "Oh yeah, that sounds really great." Actually, I was like, "Damn, I wonder how much other companies actually charge them."
Graphic designers,
It's insane.
Yeah.
they get
Yeah.
they charge a lot. It's
Yeah.
usually like 100 and something an hour.
Yeah,
It's crazy. I mean, I did some for my cousin a long time ago, and I was like doing that here and there. I know to charge him. Like, it's your family, bro. Like, I'm not gonna charge you, something crazy. But then he came back and threw me like $3 bill, and I was like, oh, didn't
Yeah.
expect you to throw down that much on this duck, on this duck with some boots. But thank you, bro. So it's kind of things like that. Like I love all my people that come to me and want to pay crazy prices. I love those people. I love the ones that come and don't too. I kind of have to have room for both if you're gonna make a living. So
yeah. There is that fine line there where you starting off, you kind of like a yes man. You just kind of take whatever you can, but after a while, you have to learn how to separate that and also grow with it. And clients are gonna grow with you as well, because there's some people that you're going to lose along the way. I lost a lot of people along the way, but I also gained those other ones that wanted the quality that I offer now. So it's kind of one of those things where in the very beginning it does feel scary to raise your prices or say no, but in the long run it's all about you. You know
exactly. You're the machine. You got to do it.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm sure there's countless hours that we don't see. We only see the results of what you do, but behind the scenes, you spending hours and hours and hours on this piece.
Yeah,
So that's insane.
Yeah, so usually between Thursday and Saturday, I only get maybe like 5 to 6 hours of sleep for 2 nights. That's together. Because I try to bring freshness. I want the cakes to be fresh. I don't refrigerate. I mean, I refrigerate for like 1 day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I don't keep them in the fridge. I don't freeze on anything. I don't
Yeah.
make anything ahead of time besides like the fondant characters. Everything is fresh. I just made those this morning. So like I try to provide that as
You
well.
can tell.
As art, keeping it nice and on theme or whatever you want. But yeah, I love what y'all do. Tattoos are crazy. I can never do that. I'd be so nervous.
I don't know. You're pretty artistic. I've seen your drawings and stuff too.
It would just be getting it onto a person.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's the scary part.
y'all find it nerve-wracking for me to drive with a cake. I'm like, yeah, it is very nerve-wracking.
You're right.
It's very nerve-wracking, but also like it falls, it's done, it's over. It's not, a permanent on someone's body.
Yeah, it's
so
scary.
that's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's scary because then you have different skin types. You know, your canvas is not
Yeah.
always the same.
Yeah,
So yeah, different personalities too. We deal with sometimes, you know.
true.
But but I mean, it's all worth it at the end of the day. You know, we're still very blessed that we get to do what we love and you know, not come to work and hate it. So
I love
sure.
doing it. You know,
Yeah.
I love doing this. I'll probably do it the rest of my life, but it'll probably change a little bit eventually. I want to do like classes.
definitely.
I don't want to take as many orders. I want to do like some bigger stuff and then classes or.
So you could even do like pop up stuff, right? Be like, hey, I'm in
Yeah.
you know, fucking
Yeah, I
Arizona
did.
this week. I'm gonna pop up and teach.
That would be cool to like travel somewhere and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see that anywhere in my foreseeable future.
Mhm.
I'm pretty much I like to stay at home.
Yeah.
I like to know where I'm at. But yeah, no, I did my first vending this year actually, and then I'm looking to do more, but probably more where I'm at because I really need customers out there.
Yeah, or even like online classes where you know you just kind of grab a camera, you know,
Yeah,
record your own process. Yeah,
tutorial
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I
You
would
can
love to
sell
do
it.
it. I would
Yeah.
love to have that. Money is a big issue.
Yeah, yeah,
Money, investors, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm hoping after maybe if I win some of these competitions or something.
your name more out
Yeah.
there for sure. Or open up new doors. But it is harder for people who are actually, you know, artists and creating their own version, their own style, versus, you know, people who just kind of go on Pinterest and just like, you know, they make more of the money sometimes, even in their tattoo industry. You know, some of those street shops like in Austin or somewhere, they're making a shit ton of money. But it's so repetitive that you know, to a point where they're like, if you love the art, then, you know, you're not going to be in the right space. If you like money, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Same thing for like trendy cakes. People out there just solely make money off doing ruffly heart cakes or
Yeah.
the cartoony trendy cakes. That's great.
do you try to, when somebody brings you an idea like that, do you try to guide them? It's like, okay, I understand this trend, but let me put my creative into it and create
Yes.
something even more unique. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
I try to because
perfect.
I don't. It's nothing against like anyone who does the same thing over and over and over again or copies other artists or other people in that realm. I have nothing against them. We're all at that same pace. We all had to do
Yeah.
it. We all had to do it.
Yeah, we're the biggest thieves, dude.
Yeah, like, we all had to copy something
Yeah.
at some point. So, but I would love to try to make it just more, make it better. I've seen people that make it, extend it, and make it more colorful or shady or
Yeah.
a certain type of aesthetic that fits that same realm.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's cartoony, maybe it's also like comic-y, the same thing, like dots, shading.
Yeah.
Pointillism and all kinds of weird
Yeah.
stuff. So, I would like to do. I try to offer that to people. Try to tell
Yeah.
them. And usually they're pretty cool because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a pretty sick portfolio.
Yeah, I think you built your name now to the point where you're just like, people are like, hey, I trust you 100%.
Yeah,
you
yeah. I
know?
don't really argue. No one argues with me.
Yeah,
thankfully.
Yeah, that's another thing too that I've noticed, and I've talked about it in previous episodes, was the fact that people just like, yeah, I just want something like this, but do it however you want. And I'm just like, damn, it's so
Yeah.
cool that now
Yeah,
people let
that's
me
the
do
best.
that. Yeah, I don't know. That's, we already talked about like, being blessed to be able to do what we do, but that's a whole different level now. It's like you're just letting me play. That's it's like, how you trust me.
Yeah, no, I love
Yeah.
those orders. It's always
Yeah.
the best. Halloween, there's a lot of those orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, just do this, make this, and do it however you want. I'm like, okay.
Brains,
cool.
blood, teeth
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. lots of good stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure that's fun. You have Instagram also, you said?
Yeah, I have Instagram, Facebook,
Your website, right?
website. I don't have Threads or X or Tumblr
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
or
either.
Reddit or
None of that.
OnlyFans or For the Fans.
For the fans. Yeah.
Or whatever. Patreon. I don't have any of that. No. So all the I have TikTok. I do have a TikTok.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I'm an old man. I don't get on there. I just post and leave it alone. My algorithm is still dancing 12-year-olds or
Oh,
something.
Oh my.
Yeah. You're in the noob stage.
I get on there. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, you're still in the noob
This
stage.
is all TikTok is about. Like, just like get off here.
Yeah.
Like, why is everybody on this?
Yeah, it's like just base mode level TikTok. I
Yeah.
don't ever surf on there. It's-
Rachel's trying to get in her groove back in TikTok.
I'm trying. I deleted some old videos that were flagged, and I think they shadow banned me. Maybe my content just sucks now.
They shadow banned you?
I think so.
Yeah, criminal.
That sounds cool.
No, it's not. It's not cool.
Like in
Sounds
TikTok
like
jail.
some Yu-Gi-Oh
They
shit.
don't like push my videos out, so I deleted some that were flagged. And
what were you doing?
they were just one was a video of my pug. It had 6 million views on it, but they removed.
Pug was not the word I thought you were gonna say.
And they removed the audio. I don't know why, but it got flagged. And then another one. It was like a 10-second clip. I don't know. I don't know why.
I've only had one cake like monetized because it was like too realistic, like bloody. And it was like
Gory,
it was like
yeah.
a decapitated head. Yeah, and then it made it like a salad, like a ham, like the pineapples on top.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a good moment for me.
Yeah, I recently got deactivated from TikTok.
Oh yeah, David got deleted.
Completely. They won't let me get my stuff back.
Because you
Ever.
just never went on there, or like
No, I was making videos, but I recorded at my at my aunt's house actually, and we were all just chit chatting, talking, and I recorded like part of a UFC fight. And dude, I got 1, 2, 3, you're out in one second.
David was so excited too. He had so many people in the room with him, like in the chat room, and he was like, "Dang, I'm getting all these."
I was like, bro, 800 followers in like 5 minutes, and it's like, boom, you're deactivated forever. I was like, oh,
they have your IP locked.
everything, yeah, everything's gone. Everything's
I mean,
gone.
no, like you can't like just use an email or.
Oh no
they
no
have your
no
IP
no
locked,
no!
or-
It's yeah. I can't use I can never type in my phone number
Yeah,
in
your
that
phone.
again or email. So I mean, I have other emails, not another phone, but it's cool. But yeah, I'm back on there again. I made another video for the first time the other day.
Oh, okay.
That's
So I'm back on my bullshit.
Okay. Don't record any more UFC fights.
I know. I was like, damn, just give me a warning, bro.
That's
It knocked me out
That's
real
wild.
quick.
I mean, I get it, but
He said, "What?"
I didn't make no money out of it. You know?
bad boy.
Bad boy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a teardrop now with a T inside of it. TikTok.
My own TikTok.
Shit, man. Well, you guys have anything else you want to ask the man?
I think we're good.
I
Yeah.
think I asked him
This
about.
is your
I
only
asked-
chance.
That
This
I,
is your
all
only
I
chance.
had
After this, he
prepared,
blows up.
all I had prepared were nuggets and my cakes.
Nuggets, cakes. Your cakes? Oh yeah,
Those ones that we baked, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that was it, right? I went through my
Alright.
notes and I double checked them again. I was like, yeah, we
Okay.
did. Like I
Pretty
said,
fun.
it's so easy flowing that, probably about an hour and a half flew by crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what it's been.
As soon as you had this pod, like as soon as you announced that you were doing, I was like, oh yeah, I want to go on there.
Yeah.
So thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming. Also, I just want to, say thank you for always, supporting and always showing us love and, and being here today
course.
as well. So we
course.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to seeing you on TV pretty soon and what the whole thing's about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second.
Yeah. Yeah. So just thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
And,
thank you guys.
Excited
Yeah.
for everything in the
Yeah.
future.
Appreciate you guys
Alright.
too. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.